So that's in there. Back behind me we have the entire truck bed setup for the TRD Pro, the 21 Lunar Rock. If you want to watch this video in its entirety, I believe you will have some knowledge bestowed upon you. It's just me installing the stuff and giving you the full picture of everything, which is right there. And then we go hooning around a little bit. Nothing crazy. We literally drove down a road with a drone. I'm really underselling that. Maybe we did a few donuts. Whatever, watch the video, enjoy the video. Subscribe if you want down below and give this video a thumbs up. Yeah, enjoy. This will be sort of a part two to all of the calamity that we have with the chaotic Molle panels. These are honestly really nice. They're steel so they can hold jacks and whatnot. Pretty much whatever tools you want to put up in there, you can mount through here. You can do a typical Molle type weave on this stuff. Also comes with some stuff, but we'll show you. Throw these gloves on. Yeah, throw it to me. Okay, it's over there. It's over there. That one. Okay. This will be a continuation of the initial video from the center Molle panel that Rough Country has. It's 1/8 inch steel. Powder coated. This stuff, this is the driver's side, the left side. You can tell because of that. Otherwise, they're pretty much uniform, kind of universal. If you want to, I don't think there's hardware in here, doesn't look like it, to drill these two bottom pieces onto here. Because these are just gonna clip in. You get three of these clips right there. Obviously, just like the previous video, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's a little more in-depth. This is going to be in-depth too. There's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 230 Torx that I'm going to pull out, tuck this in, flip this in, just so you see I can do it right now. This is going to be facing, I think it's facing down because once we put that in there, yeah. So these just pop in just like that. I don't really need to explain much other than just tell you what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, while I'm doing it, because these hop right on the back of this and then it comes in back behind here. So I'll show you how to unscrew this stuff, or I'll show you what you need to unscrew. It's just 3 things like I said, honestly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, let me hop up in here and I'll show you. It's pretty simple. You have this whole bed rail back here. You just got this slat right here. You got to pull out. That's a little end piece. And get your T30 in there. Bring that loose. There's another one down here. Bring these loose. You can skip that one in the middle because we're going to hop over it. And then once you get all 3 of those pieces out, this, if you leave this last one screwed in, which you can do, you can just have that drop down, and then we'll get everything else on there. The bolts, the clips, and then we can fasten it in.
Good to point out, these brackets are going to fit right in here. These brackets that I was showing you earlier are just going to fit right in there, and then this is going to come up and go over it. Once we do that, then we can mount this plate up. First, what we need to do is just make sure we get them on and get them on correctly, because if not, it's kind of a bitch. You got one in, just do all three of them. They're both universal. They can flip them either way. It doesn't matter, I don't think. There is an instruction manual that I encourage you to read, but we did the first set, and you know, it's not too much harder from there. So now we'll just drill those back in, and then we can mount this up. Just make sure it is the right one, because really the only difference is it'll say rough country, you know, reading left to right, and on this side it will say rough country reading left to right. Obviously they're going to be two separate, so just hop up here and do that. I'll work my way back from this one. I'm not going to tighten these in like 100% just because you might need to make some adjustments. This is tight. Just want to line it up so they're ready. Boom. So these can kind of be moved around. That one's a little bit tighter, and then we can just get this lined up here. Yeah, so that'll just line up just like that. It stretches about 3/4 of the whole panel. It doesn't go the full length, so you don't have to pull these out. I kind of like the fact that I need to. This dead space right here, you have this little bit of a ledge, so I mean, it wouldn't hurt. I probably would have liked to have that space there, but it is what it is. At least you have that gap right there so you can get under and mount stuff if you need to, which is always good. To the left, we just have this to put back and these two pieces for there. Then you have your 3 washers and your 3. For these bolts, it's 5/32 Allen or hex, whatever you want to call it. Boom. These line up pretty good. You can line these up to be actually like perfectly flush with this, so just keep that in mind. That's what I'm doing right now. Just getting it, just want to get them tight so I can line them up wherever I need to. Make sure these are good. Is that good? That's good. All right, so these are all good. If it's where you want it, you can take it in and then go up to the top. Boom, that's in there. Pop this out and these. And yeah, there you go. There you have it. The Molle panel's on. The next one's going to be just the same. I'll show you that just because we can. It's right there. Pull it down, pop these in.
Again, I'm not going to put them in super tight at first. Just snug so they don't fall around. It's in. It's the right side, obviously, because it's the only side we have left. Bam. Line it up. Get it in. First, let's turn around. Just to hold it in. This in. Let's get it in. And then the center guy is gonna have to slide over just a little. You can line it up however you want, just like in the last one, and there's not a ton of room for play, but you get the picture, I think. So that's good. We can tighten that down. Again, make sure it's where you want it to be. I kind of want it to stay a little bit under, so. Cool. That's in. And yeah, it's on. That doesn't really need to be bolted in. That just kind of slides right against it. I mean, it's not going anywhere. So, yeah, piece back on like the other. So there you go. You got all three of these panels in here. As you can see, just a little aerial view of it. And if I get down on the ground, you can see that we have this mounted up, and it's pretty flush right under the rail, so you're really not taking up any extra space or unnecessary space. It just kind of fills in a gap that was there. The only thing I could see being not an issue, but if you have, well, you can see through the lights. You lose a little bit, you block a little bit of the bed lighting. I don't even have that. Who knows, maybe we'll do bed lighting later on in the video, or in a future video. A lot of you have mentioned something like that, but for now, let's get some drone footage of this. I believe this is what you would call pussy driving. It's okay. I just want to get some shots with the drone, and I wanted to get this. But I promise you, I promise, we will get some stuff lined up to start ripping around and have the drone. Kind of pumped up to do that, so hopefully you are too. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below. I wanted to go over the install of that. Obviously we got this stuff fastened now. Now I'm gonna grab some food and go home. This is already iced. I'm gonna grab some food, go home, and yeah, eat, edit this stuff, clean the truck, considering all that, and as you can see, this stuff looks good. Obviously the grid and lock stuff bounced around. Normally it doesn't. You know, it's just kind of how it is right now, but is what it is. Nothing in here that's super pertinent for any overlanding or traveling. I'm not really like an overlander anyway. I'm not gonna act like one. I just like to take this out and rip. Like between you and I, which is the internet and me, so everyone, my other option to buying this was another razor. So I don't want a Polaris razor. I want to take something like this out in the woods and rip it around. I just thought it would be a fun time to do that. So I did it.
with this instead of the razor.
A lot of reasons why. Obviously, it's a more practical vehicle to do it with. I'm not going to get into that. Just wanted to give you that rundown real quick. I'll throw that in there in other videos too. I probably have in the past. I just wanted to throw it out there for you. So, with that said, yeah, grid and lock, truck bed organizer, rough country, Molle panels. You can use any Molle panels you want. The one thing I do like about the steel, I've been thinking about this. I asked some Reddit groups and all that stuff and whatnot. You can find us on Reddit too, TrackSlayers and Not Matt Wade. And you could put a hydro jack on this and it'll hold it. A lot of stuff this steel will hold, where starboard I don't think will. Starboard's flexible, obviously. This is thick starboard right here. This might be 1/2 inch, I think. And dude, like, it, you know, not that this is bad, but look how malleable and bendy it is. Whereas this stuff it's rock solid. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. We'll end it off with this, give you a nice little shot of this back part. It looks sick. So, I don't have anything else for you. If you want them, links down below. Everything is ice on here. This is crazy. This is gonna be impossible to clean. I'm just gonna have to like get boiling water and throw it at it. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want. Aside from that, let me know if there's any other videos you guys want me to make. Comment down below, DM me, whatever, Instagram, all that stuff. And have a nice day.